Hello there and welcome to Deep Sleep Science. I'm so glad you found your way here. Tonight, as the world outside begins to soften and the day folds itself gently into memory, I invite you to settle in. Let your shoulders drop, just a little. Feel the weight of your body sinking slowly into whatever cradles you now a pillow, a blanket, the quiet hush of your favorite resting place. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. Only this moment, warm and unhurried, like candlelight pooling on still water. Let your breath grow long and slow, like a tide drawing back from a moonlit shore. With each gentle exhale, allow the small noises of the day to drift away, one by one, like paper boats sailing softly down a quiet river. The hours behind you can rest now. The hours ahead can wait. Tonight, we will wander together through one of the most wondrous landscapes ever known, the soft, luminous country of the human mind, a place of starlight and silence, of memory and music, of dreams folded inside dreams. We will explore 100 quiet truths about its infinite possibilities, each one a small glowing lantern guiding you deeper into rest. If you find comfort in these slow journeys, a gentle tap of the like button helps these stories reach other tired souls searching for peace. And if you'd like to return again on another quiet evening, you're warmly welcome to subscribe and join our little gathering of dreamers. But for now, none of that matters. Only your breath, only this moment, only the soft hush of the night gathering around you like a velvet curtain. So close your eyes, if they aren't already closed. Let your thoughts grow soft as feathers. And let's begin this slow and soothing journey into the boundless, glimmering country of your own beautiful mind. Imagine, for a moment, that your mind is a vast and gentle library, its corridors lit by the warm amber glow of countless tiny lanterns. Each lantern is a thought, a memory, a quiet wonder waiting to be noticed. Tonight, we will walk slowly through these softly lit halls together, pausing now and then to listen to the hush between the shelves. There is no hurry here, no destination, only the slow turning of pages, the soft fall of moonlight through tall arched windows, and the gentle unfolding of 100 quiet truths about the boundless, beautiful country that lives within you. So let your breath deepen, let your body soften, and let us begin. Deep within the soft hollow of your skull rests something more delicate than silk and more vast than any sky. The human brain weighs only about 3 pounds, yet it holds within its quiet folds a universe so wide that no map could ever trace its edges. Imagine it now, glowing softly like a lantern wrapped in mist, suspended in the warm darkness of your body. It hums gently, even as you rest, painting thoughts the way a painter paints clouds softly, slowly, without effort. This small, tender organ is the storyteller of your entire life. It remembers the scent of summer rain, the warmth of a hand once held, the lullaby someone sang to you long ago. And tonight, as you drift, it gently turns down its own lights, like a lighthouse softening at dawn, preparing you for the long, sweet voyage of sleep. Inside that quiet lantern of bone, almost 86 billion tiny stars are blinking softly. We call them neurons, but you might also call them whispering lights, each one humming with the faint music of being alive. They reach toward one another like willow branches in a still pond, brushing fingertips of electricity, exchanging soft words no language could ever hold. Together they form a glittering web, more intricate than any constellation, more delicate than frost on a window at dawn. And in this very moment, as you breathe slowly and your eyelids grow heavy, those gentle lights are dimming one by one, the way a city softens into sleep after the last train has gone. There is no rush, no noise, only the slow, golden lullaby of your own inner sky, settling into its quiet, dreaming rest. Each of those tiny inner stars sings to its neighbors through thin silver threads called synapses, and you carry within you something close to 100 trillion of them. Imagine that number softly, the way you might imagine snowflakes falling across a sleeping forest. Each snowflake a thought, each thought a small bridge between two lights. Together they weave a tapestry so vast and so tender that even the deepest ocean would feel small beside it. And the most beautiful thing is this. Every kind word you have ever heard, every melody that ever made you smile, every gentle moment you have ever known, lives somewhere inside that quiet weaving. Tonight, as you breathe slowly into the warm hush of the pillow, those bridges glow a little dimmer, swaying softly like lanterns on a midnight lake, lulling you toward dreams. The mind moves with such grace that even thunder seems slow beside it. A single thought can travel through your inner sky faster than a comet, brushing past memories and feelings in less time than it takes a snowflake to land. And yet, when you rest, the mind chooses softness over speed. It slows itself, the way a river slows as it widens into a quiet meadow. It moves in long, gentle ripples now, each one carrying you a little deeper into stillness. Imagine your thoughts as small paper boats drifting on that slow, silver river, each one floating away with the lightest current. There is nothing to chase, nothing to hold. Only the soft, unhurried flow of your own quieting mind, easing you onward like a tide that knows exactly where you need to go. Somewhere within that gentle weave lives a tender little garden called the hippocampus, curled in the shape of a sleeping seahorse. It tends the soft soil of your memories, planting moments like seeds in warm, patient earth, the scent of someone's hair, the sound of rain on a summer roof, the taste of bread broken slowly with someone you loved. All of these are flowers in that quiet garden. While you sleep, the little seahorse keeps watch, walking slowly between the rows, watering each blossom with starlight. It chooses which memories to keep close, which to tuck deeper, which to let drift like dandelion seeds on a midnight breeze. You do not have to help it, you do not have to guide it. Simply rest, and let the small, patient gardener of your mind do its tender, beautiful work in the moonlit dark. The mind also keeps a soft cathedral called the cerebellum, tucked low at the back of your head like a folded velvet curtain. It is the quiet keeper of your balance, your grace, the way your hand knows how to lift a cup without thinking. Learned, long ago, how to ride bicycles down summer lanes, how to dance barefoot on warm wooden floors, how to fold a letter without looking. All those graceful motions sleep inside it now, dreaming of themselves like swans tucked beneath their own wings. Tonight you do not need them. You do not need to move, or balance, or carry anything at all. The little cathedral can rest its bells. The swans can sleep, and so can you, drifting softly downward into the quiet, candlelit hush of your own gentle stillness. There is a place inside the mind where the world becomes light. We call it the visual cortex, but it is really a kind of soft inner sky, where every color you have ever seen still lingers like watercolor on rice paper. The blue of a childhood summer, the gold of an autumn afternoon, the pale silver of moonlight on snow, all of them are folded into that quiet sky, waiting to be remembered. Even now, with your eyes gently closed, that inner sky still glows faintly, painting soft, unhurried dreams behind your eyelids. Watch it the way you might watch fireflies over a meadow at dusk without reaching. Without naming, just letting the colors drift and bloom on their own. There is no need to see anything tonight. The inner sky will paint you safely into sleep. Nearby rests a place where every sound you have ever heard still echoes faintly, like footsteps in a long marble hall. The auditory cortex remembers lullabies sung above your cradle, the patter of rain on a tin roof, the laughter of someone you loved on a long summer evening. It holds all these sounds gently, like seashells lined along a windowsill, each one murmuring its own soft sea. Tonight, Even the smallest sound in the room around you becomes part of that quiet collection, the hush of your own breath, the distant tick of a clock, the soft whisper of the night outside. None of it disturbs you. Each sound is simply another seashell, placed lovingly along the windowsill of your dreaming mind, joining the slow, eternal music of your becoming wonderfully, peacefully still. The mind also keeps a soft inner lake, where feelings rise and fall like gentle weather. We call it the limbic system, but it is really the heart of your inner sky, the place where joy shines like morning sun on water, and tenderness drifts like mist along a quiet shore. All your loves and longings live there, all the soft, wordless feelings that no sentence has ever quite been able to hold. Tonight, that lake is calm. Its surface is smooth as polished glass, reflecting only the slow stars of your own breathing. Any small worry you carried into this evening can be set gently on its shore, like a smooth stone left by a child long ago. The lake will hold it for you. You do not need to carry anything now. Only float, only breathe, only rest. Deep beneath the surface of all this rests the brainstem, an ancient bridge of softness that has tended you faithfully since before you were born. It is the quiet keeper of your heartbeat, your breath, the slow, unhurried rhythms that sustain you without ever asking for thanks. It needs no instructions from you. It simply continues, the way a river continues, the way the moon continues to rise. Even now, as your thoughts grow softer and your body grows heavier, that gentle bridge keeps the soft tide of your breathing moving in and out, like waves washing onto a moonlit beach. You are held, completely, by something older than memory, something patient and faithful, something that has always loved you in the quiet, devoted way that breath loves the body it has chosen to keep alive. Within the mind there are also two soft hemispheres, joined gently by a bridge of pale fibers called the corpus callosum. They are like twin moons orbiting the same quiet planet, each one bringing its own kind of light. One side dreams in words and patterns, the other in colors and music. Together they weave the whole shimmering tapestry of who you are. Tonight, as you grow heavier and the room grows softer, those two moons drift closer, their light blending into a single, gentle glow. There is no separation now, no effort. Only the soft, unified hush of your whole self resting in one warm, glimmering pool of light. Imagine that pool, silver and still, holding you exactly as you are, and let yourself sink slowly into its quiet, welcoming center as soft as moonlight on snow. The mind dreams in patterns older than any language, long before there were words. Your earliest ancestors looked up at the night sky and felt the same wonder you might feel now, watching a single star drift through an open window. That wonder still lives inside you, tucked behind your gentle thoughts like an old letter folded inside a forgotten book. The mind remembers the cool of cave walls, the warmth of ancient fires, the soft songs sung around them long, long ago. All of it sleeps quietly within you, woven into the very fibers of your being. Tonight you carry that old, beautiful inheritance with you into rest. You belong to a long, slow lineage of dreamers, each one drifting into sleep beneath the same patient stars that watch over you now, like silent grandparents tucking the world gently in. Inside the mind, time becomes a softer thing. In waking life, marches like a metronome, but in the country of thought and dream, it flows like honey, pooling and stretching as it pleases. A single second of remembering can hold an entire summer. A heartbeat can carry the weight of 1,000 quiet afternoons. Tonight, as you drift, time will become especially gentle. The minutes will lose their sharp edges. The hours will fold into one another like petals closing at dusk. You may dream a whole long story in what feels, to the waking world, like only a breath or two. And that is the quiet magic of the resting mind. It knows how to slow time down to the softness of velvet, so that even one night of sleep can feel like a long, sweet, wandering through a gentle, golden land. The mind also knows how to imagine, and this is perhaps its most tender gift. With no canvas and no brush, it can paint entire worlds inside the soft dark of your closed eyes. It can build cottages in moonlit forests, summon oceans that have never been mapped, gather warm fires in rooms that exist nowhere but within you. Imagination is the quiet inner workshop where the impossible becomes simply another flower in the garden. Tonight, let your imagination wander freely, the way a small candle drifts on a slow stream. You do not have to guide it. You do not have to give it a shape. Simply let it float, glowing softly, lighting up whatever quiet corners it chooses to visit, and gently, sweetly, leading you deeper into the warm meadow of your own beautiful, dreaming sleep. It is said that the mind can hold roughly 4 to 7 small things in its bright front room at any one time. This little room is called working memory, and it is rather like a cozy parlor with only a few comfortable chairs by the fire. Anything more than that, and the room becomes too full, the fire too warm. So tonight, gently set down whatever you may have been holding. The half-finished thoughts, the small questions, the little errands of tomorrow. Let them step softly out of the parlor and wait quietly in the hallway. The fire crackles. The chairs are empty now. The room is yours, calm and golden, with nothing in it but the soft glow of your own slow breath. Rest here. Let the small parlor of your mind be quiet for once, as peaceful as a snowed-in cabin at dusk. The long, deeper memory of the mind is more like a great library hidden beneath that little parlor, with countless shelves stretching far into the soft dark. There are entire wings devoted to childhood summers, to the sound of certain voices, to the smell of certain kitchens. Some books are bright and well-worn, opened often. Others are dusty and quiet, kept safe for years without being touched. While you sleep, a gentle librarian moves between the shelves, lighting small candles, putting things in their proper places, sometimes carrying a forgotten volume back into the light. You do not need to know what she is doing. You only need to rest, while she walks softly through the long aisles of you, tending the great glimmering library that is the gathered story of your one quiet, beautiful life. The mind also has a soft inner compass, gently pointed toward what matters most to you. It is called attention, and it is the small, patient lantern that decides what your inner world will gather around. In waking hours, it can be pulled here and there by every passing wind, but in rest, it grows still. Tonight, your attention sets its lantern down by your pillow. Like a traveler home at last, there is no path to follow, no map to read. The lantern simply glows, warm and steady, casting its soft golden circle around you. Within that circle, there is only you, your breath, and the slow, sweet hush of the night. Outside it, everything else can wait. The lantern keeps its quiet vigil, and you, gently and gently, rest within its tender, unwavering light. Within the deepest folds of the mind lies a tiny structure called the amygdala, no larger than an almond and shaped like one too. It is the small watchman who once kept your ancestors safe from danger in the long-ago dark. Tonight, that little watchman can finally lay down his lantern. The forest is quiet. The fires are low. The doors are closed and the windows latched. There is no need to watch anymore. Imagine setting a soft blanket over the little almond keeper, the way you might cover a sleeping cat. Whisper to him that he has done well, and that for these long hours of night, he may rest. He has carried so much for so long. Let him sleep, deep and warm, in his little nest beside the quieting hearth of your beautifully tender, completely safe inner home. A soft pearl of light called the pineal gland rests deep within the mind, no larger than a single grain of rice. It is the small inner moon of your body, the keeper of your slow night tides. As the world outside dims, this little pearl quietly begins to pour out a gentle silver substance called melatonin, which drifts through you like mist rolling across a sleeping valley. You do not have to ask for it. You do not have to make it happen. Even now, the small inner moon is rising, painting your whole body in its soft, milky light. Every cell, every thought, every tired corner of you is being touched gently by this slow silver tide. It is the lullaby your body sings to itself each night, ancient, patient, and infinitely kind. Let it carry you onward, deeper into rest. Among the most beautiful gifts of the mind is its quiet ability to change. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, but it is really the soft art of inner rearranging, the way a gardener moves stones in a riverbed to let the water flow more gracefully. Every kind thought you think, every gentle habit you tend, slowly reshapes the soft landscape inside you. Tonight, as you drift, the small inner gardener of your mind is at work, moving things very gently, smoothing rough places, opening new paths for tomorrow's quiet streams. You do not have to direct her. You do not have to know her plans. Simply rest, while she walks barefoot through the moonlit garden of you, humming softly to herself, leaving everything a little more peaceful than she found it, like a kind hand smoothing a wrinkled silk sheet. The mind also dreams in many languages at once. Even if you speak only one in waking hours, your sleeping mind can murmur in the older tongues of feeling, of color, of music without words. Dreams are written in this older alphabet, full of symbols and softness, where a staircase might mean longing and a warm pond might mean home. Tonight, you do not need to translate any of it. You do not need to understand. Simply let the dreams come as they please, like wandering travelers stopping at a roadside inn. Offer them tea, listen to their stories, and let them go on their way again. The mind is fluent in things words cannot reach. Tonight, let it whisper to you in its softest, oldest voice, the one made entirely of moonlight, lullaby, and the breath of a sleeping sea. Within the soft inner sky of your mind, there are countless quiet rhythms, slow electric waves that rise and fall like tides. In deep rest, the slowest of these waves arrive, called delta waves, rolling through you like long, low ocean swells beneath a moonlit horizon. They are the great oceanic music of the sleeping brain, smoothing every shore, healing every small, worn place. You cannot hear them with your ears, but your whole body knows them. Your bones feel their gentle tug. Your breath aligns with their slow procession. Tonight, those great waves are gathering somewhere far below your thoughts, beginning their slow, sweeping motion. Soon, they will lift you onto their dark, quiet surface and carry you out into the deepest waters of rest, where nothing aches and nothing hurries, only the long, slow song of the sea. Just above those great waves drift the softer ones called theta waves, the gentle music of daydreams and twilight thinking. These are the waves that move through you when you watch a candle flicker, or sit by a window as snow begins to fall, or listen to rain on a quiet evening. Theta waves are the in-between music, the soft hum between waking and dreaming, where imagination opens its quiet doors. You may be moving through these waves right now, your mind floating on their tender, lavender-colored swells. There is nothing to do here. Nothing to decide. Only the soft drifting, the slow unhooking, the gentle untying of one moment from the next. Each breath you take carries you a little further along this lavender sea, toward the deeper waters where dreams unfold their long, mysterious wings. The mind also has a quiet network it visits when nothing else is asking for its attention. It is called the default mode network, and it is the soft inner room where wandering happens. When you stare out a window and let your thoughts drift, this network softly hums into being, weaving small stories, remembering small things, imagining gentle futures. Tonight, that wandering room is lit by a single warm lamp. Its windows show only night and stars. The chair by the lamp is empty, ready for you. Sit in it, if you like, in your imagination. Or simply let your awareness rest near its glow. The room does not ask anything of you. It is simply yours, your quiet inner retreat, where all the gentle wandering of your beautiful mind has always found its softest, most welcoming, most familiar home. It is said that we share much of our inner architecture with creatures both ancient and small. The same soft chemicals that hush your nerves at night also calm the heart of a sleeping bird. The breath of a curled fox, the slow rhythm of a whale dreaming deep beneath the sea. Tonight, as you drift, you are part of a vast, quiet symphony of resting beings spread across the dark surface of the world. Somewhere, an owl tucks her head beneath her wing. Somewhere, a deer lowers itself into the soft grass of a meadow. Somewhere, a small cat curls into a sunbeam of moonlight on a windowsill. You belong to all of them tonight, this slow gathering of the resting. Their breath and yours move together, gentle and unhurried, like a great choir whispering the same sweet lullaby beneath the stars. The mind makes its own soft chemicals to soothe itself, and one of these is called serotonin, a kind of quiet sunlight that warms your inner world. Another is called dopamine, the small sparkles of delight that bloom when something gentle pleases you. There is oxytocin too, the soft golden honey of warmth and connection, and endorphins, the tender silk that quiets the body's aches. Tonight, as you rest, these gentle inner waters are settling into their evening tides. Your inner sun is dimming. The sparkles are softening into a low, steady glow. The honey is pooling warm in the chambers of your heart, and the silk is laid over you like a coverlet, smoothing every small frayed edge. You are being tended by your own inner kindness, by chemistries older than language, designed by life itself to bring you gently home to rest. The mind also softens its alertness through a slow chemical called adenosine, which builds gently across the day, like dust settling on a sun-warmed shelf. By evening, it lies thick and soft, dimming the lights of every busy room. This is the soft inner lullaby that has been writing itself inside you since you first opened your eyes this morning. Every breath, every step, every small task added another delicate layer of quiet to your inner shelves. Now those shelves are softly silver with sleepiness, glimmering like frost in moonlight. You did not have to earn this rest. It has been gathering for you all day, patient and faithful, like an old friend laying a soft quilt across an empty chair, knowing you would arrive in time, knowing you would, at last, sit down and stay. Tucked deep within the mind is the thalamus, a small egg of soft light at the very center of everything. It is the great inner relay station, the place through which most of your senses pass on their long journeys inward. While you're awake, it bustles like a busy little train station, sending messages here and there. But when you sleep, it slowly closes its gates and dims its lanterns. The trains stop running. The platform grows quiet. Only the softest, slowest messages are still allowed to pass the hush of your breath, the gentle thud of your heart, the slow tide of your settling body. Tonight, the little station is shutting its doors with great kindness. The lights are going out one by one, and inside only the soft glow of the night watchman remains, keeping you safely held until morning. There is something in the mind called proprioception, a soft inner sense that knows where every part of you is at all times. Even with your eyes closed in the warm dark, you know, somehow, where your hands rest, where your feet lie, how your shoulders meet the pillow. It is as though your body is gently humming its shape to itself, like a song without words. Tonight, listen to that soft inner humming. Feel how kindly your body holds itself together, how gently the shape of you rests in the quiet of the room. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to move. Your body knows itself. It is humming its old, faithful song, and the song is a slow lullaby, gathering you, holding you, easing you onward into the warm, soft cradle of rest. The mind also keeps a quiet inner clock, deep within a tiny cluster of cells called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is your own personal sundial, tuned to the long, slow turning of the earth. When morning light first touches your eyes, this little clock whispers, "It is time to rise." When the world dims into evening, whispers, "It is time to rest." It has been whispering to you faithfully your whole life, this small, devoted keeper of your inner day and night. Tonight, its whisper is the softest it ever becomes. "Rest now," it says, in a voice gentler than candle smoke. The day is done. The stars are out. The long, sweet hours of sleep are yours. Listen to it, and let your whole being agree, sinking down, down, into the warm darkness of trust. There is also, within the mind, a soft sense of self that floats like a small lantern at the center of all your inner skies. It is the quiet awareness of being you, of having lived these particular hours, walked these particular paths, loved these particular people. While you sleep, this lantern dims, very gently, the way a candle dims when someone walks past with a soft breath. You do not lose yourself. You simply let the lantern rest. The hours of being you can pause for a little while. The flame will still be there in the morning, warm and waiting. But for now, the lantern dims, and the great soft dark holds you exactly as you are, without name, without task, without any need to be anyone at all. Only here, only breath, only peace. Within the mind, the simplest things can become the most beautiful. A single remembered sound, a single soft color, can open into a whole quiet evening of feeling. This is because the mind is a great connector, a weaver of meaning, finding silver threads between things you might never have known were related. The smell of a certain soap can carry you back to a summer kitchen 30 years gone. The sight of a certain sky can return you to a quiet afternoon long ago. Tonight, those gentle threads are loosening, letting the moments float free of one another, like petals drifting on a still pond. You do not need to gather them. You do not need to follow any of them. Simply let them drift, soft and luminous, on the slow, dark water of your dreaming mind. As you sink deeper still, the mind also dreams while you're awake in tiny, almost invisible flickers. They are called microdreams, small, soft images that appear when your attention drifts even briefly. They are why a quiet afternoon can suddenly feel touched by something half-remembered, something gentle and far away. You have been carrying these microdreams with you all day, like seeds in a soft pocket. Tonight, when you sleep, they will bloom. They will open their petals in the warm dark of your inner garden, becoming long, full dreams, rich with color and feeling. You do not need to choose which seeds will bloom. They know. They have been waiting all day for this very moment, this hush, this soft surrender. And now, gently, they begin to flower in the slow, moonlit soil of your beautifully resting mind. The mind can hold contradictions with the same ease that a quiet pond holds both the moon and the reflection of an old willow tree. It can love and miss at the same time, hope and grieve, laugh and feel tender. It does not require its feelings to be tidy or simple. It welcomes them all, the way a wide meadow welcomes every kind of wildflower, without choosing favorites. Tonight, whatever soft mixtures of feeling you carry into rest, your mind makes room for all of them, with the same patient kindness a meadow shows the dawn. There is no need to sort anything, no need to explain. Let your feelings settle like wildflowers folding their petals at dusk. Each one beautiful in its own quiet way. Each one welcome in the soft, fragrant darkness of your slowly dreaming heart. Deep within the mind, there is a place where stories are made. It is not a single room, but a whole soft countryside, where memory and imagination walk hand in hand. Every dream you have ever had began somewhere in those hills, where the lines between what was and what might be grow gentle as evening mist. Tonight, your inner storyteller is preparing her quiet pages. She gathers small pieces of your day, soft fragments of feeling distant memories of childhood, and weaves them slowly into the long glimmering tale of your dreams. You do not need to read her words. You do not need to follow the plot. Simply rest in the warm hush of her storytelling. The way a child rests against a beloved grandmother's shoulder, listening with closed eyes, drifting deeper, deeper into the soft country of sleep. The mind has a tender relationship with kindness. Even the smallest gentle act, given or received, leaves a soft glow inside you. A glow that lingers like the last warmth of a sunset on a stone wall. Scientists have found that the brain treats kindness almost like a quiet form of light, brightening the same gentle pathways that beauty and music brighten. Think, if you wish, of one small kindness from your life, a held door, a soft hello, a hand offered in a quiet moment. Let it glow softly in the center of you now, like a candle on a snowy windowsill. That glow has always been there, tucked inside you. Tonight, let it light your way down into rest, warm and steady, a small, faithful flame guiding you gently through the dark forest of dreams. The mind also remembers the body's quietest joys. The first cool sip of water on a hot afternoon. The soft give of a pillow against a tired cheek. The warmth of sunlight crossing your hand by a window in spring. These small pleasures are folded carefully inside you, like pressed flowers in an old book. The mind keeps them safe, even when you do not think of them. Tonight, they are very near the surface. Any one of them can rise like a soft fragrance and gently scent your dreams. You do not need to choose. The little book of pressed flowers opens itself, releasing whichever blossoms the night wishes to share. Let their soft perfume settle around your pillow, sweet and quiet. The gentle aromatherapy of your own beautifully lived and lovingly remembered, very tender life. The mind is, in many ways, a great mirror of the natural world. It has its own slow seasons, its own gentle weather, its own quiet dawns and dusks. Tonight, it is deep in its softest season, the season of long, slow, indigo evenings. Snow falls quietly inside it, but it is a warm, friendly snow, the kind that hushes the world into stillness without chilling it. The lanterns are lit, the fires are low. The little woodland creatures of your thoughts are curled in their hollows, breathing slowly. There is nothing happening in this inner season but the soft, patient gathering of rest. Let yourself live in this inner winter for a while. Let the snow fall over you, light and gentle, until you cannot tell where you end and where the soft, drifting season of your sleeping mind begins. Within the mind, music has a special, almost magical home. A single melody can light up nearly every part of your inner sky, gathering memory, emotion, movement, and meaning into one soft, glowing chord. Perhaps this is why a lullaby reaches places no other words can find. Tonight, somewhere in the quiet of your mind, an old lullaby is playing very softly, even if you cannot quite hear it. It is a song made of every gentle sound you have ever known your mother's voice. The patter of summer rain, the hush of leaves outside an open window, the slow ticking of a clock in a quiet room. Let that secret song play through you now, slow and warm. Each note loosens another small knot. Each rest between notes deepens your own restfulness, until even the song begins, sweetly, to sleep. The mind also has a strong love for patterns. It finds quiet pleasure in the repetition of slow, gentle things, waves arriving on a shore, breath rising and falling, the soft tick of a candle clock in a warm room. Patterns are how the mind feels safe. They tell it, in their slow language, everything is well. Everything is unfolding as it should. Tonight, your breath is one of those patterns. In and out. In and out. The slow tide of you, ancient and faithful. Your mind listens to that pattern the way an old cat listens to a familiar rain. It curls itself around the rhythm and sighs into sleep. Let the pattern of your breath do this for you now, again and again, a soft hush that gently empties the rooms of your mind, one by one, into the quiet of true rest. The mind has another beautiful gift called interoception, a soft inner listening to the body's quiet voice. It is how you know when you are tired, when you are warm, when you are at last beginning to rest. Tonight, that inner listening turns its gentle ear toward all the small, kind feelings within you, the slow softness of your shoulders, the warm weight of your hands, the deep cradle of your breath. There is no discomfort to attend to, only the simple, sweet hum of being a body resting in the gentle dark. Listen, as you might listen to a sleeping child's breathing. There is nothing to fix, nothing to change. Just the slow, devoted music of being alive, playing very softly inside you, becoming, with each breath, a little quieter, a little more peaceful, a little more like sleep. The mind has wandered with humans across every part of the earth. The same kind of dreaming brain that holds you now has dreamed in mountain caves, on grassland plains, beside great rivers, in small wooden cottages by the sea. It has dreamed beneath every kind of star. Tonight, you belong to all those dreamers. You are simply another small light in the long lit window of human rest. Imagine, if you wish, the round, soft earth turning slowly in the dark, and all across it, tiny golden squares of warmth where minds like yours are easing themselves into sleep. Some are children, some are grandparents, some are strangers you will never meet, but who in this moment share the same quiet act of breathing themselves toward dreams. You are not alone in this. You never were. The whole gentle earth is sleeping with you. The mind has a special softness for stories told in the dark. Perhaps it is because once, very long ago, our ancestors gathered around small fires while the night stretched wide and starry above them, and someone with a soft voice began to tell a tale. The shape of that gathering still lives inside us. The same quiet inner room kindles itself whenever we are read to, sung to, or spoken to gently in the deepening hours. Tonight, my voice is one of those soft voices. The room around you is your own small fire. And the night is wide and starry around us both. Let the words wash over you like warm water over smooth stones. You do not need to follow them closely. They will carry you anyway. Slowly, kindly, into the long old country of sleep that has always belonged to you. The mind is wonderfully patient with itself, even when waking life feels rushed. The deeper layers of the mind move slowly, like ancient rivers moving through old canyons. Nothing in the inner world is ever truly hurried. Even the swiftest thought is, at the deepest level, only a small ripple on a great slow water. Tonight, sink toward that great slow water. Feel how it lies beneath every busy little thought. The thoughts may still come and go, like swallows over a wide lake, but you no longer need to chase them. You are sinking past them into the calm depths where everything moves with the slow grace of glaciers. Down there, time becomes velvet, thought becomes mist, and rest becomes the quiet, blue, all-holding presence that has been waiting for you beneath everything, all your gentle life. The mind also knows how to release. Each night, in sleep, it gently lets go of what it no longer needs to carry. like a wise old woman shaking out a soft blanket at the end of a long day. It lets small dust-like worries drift away into the dark, where they dissolve like snowflakes meeting warm water. You do not have to help her with this. You do not have to watch what is going. Simply trust the slow, devoted work of your own inner wise woman, who has been tending you faithfully for as long as you have been alive. Tonight, she shakes out the day. Tonight she folds you into clean, soft, lavender-scented rest. Tonight, she sets the blanket gently over you, and her work is done, and yours is only to sink, sweetly, into sleep. The mind is full of small wonders that science has only begun to map. There are corners of it that no one has yet named, soft inner countries that have never been drawn on any chart. Each person carries a slightly different country within them, with its own hills, its own forests, its own quiet rivers. Tonight, the country inside you is at its most beautiful hour. The light is low and golden over its hills. The forests are full of the slow breathing of resting creatures. The rivers run silver and slow toward an unseen sea. You do not need to explore this country tonight. You only need to belong to it, to know that it is yours, to rest in it the way a stone rests in a meadow, simply and completely, without needing any reason at all to be where it so beautifully is. The mind has been growing softly since before you were born. Even in those quiet early days, it was already weaving its first connections, listening for the muffled music of your mother's voice through a warm, watery dark. It learned songs before it learned anything else. It learned warmth and rhythm, and the slow heartbeat of being held. Those very first lessons still live in you. They are written into the deepest folds of your sleeping mind. Tonight, when you rest, you return to that old, original quiet. The hush of being held by something larger than yourself. The warm, watery dark. The slow heartbeat. The soft, muffled music. You are coming home in a way to the very first peace you ever knew. The peace that taught you long ago what rest could feel like, and is teaching you again now. The mind has always loved the moon. Long before clocks and calendars, people lived by her slow silver rounds, and something of that old devotion still lives inside the dreaming brain. Even now, on certain quiet nights, you may feel the pull of her without quite knowing why. A soft tug toward windows, toward stillness, toward sleep. Tonight, somewhere outside, the moon is doing her ancient work, whether you can see her or not. She tugs gently on the oceans. She tugs gently on the small inner tides of you. Let her pull your thoughts upward and outward like mist rising from a quiet lake. Let your worries drift toward her, dissolving in her soft silver light. She has rocked countless tired souls to sleep before you. She rocks you now, faithful and patient. The great kind grandmother of the night. The mind is, in the end, a small luminous garden, and you are its quiet, beloved gardener. Each thought you have ever thought, each kindness you have ever shown, each gentle dream you have ever held close, has planted something living in its soil. Tonight, the garden is settled into its long blue evening. The flowers have closed. The little paths gleam softly in the moonlight. The fountain at the center murmurs in a low, sleepy voice. You can almost hear it from where you lie. Step softly into this garden, in your imagination. Find a little bench by the fountain. Sit down. Let the soft moonlight fall across your shoulders. Listen to the slow water. You are home, in the most secret, most beautiful country of your own being, and you're exactly where you should be. The mind has a quiet kinship with water. Scientists tell us that the brain itself is mostly water, soft and luminous, like a small inner sea held inside the curve of your bones. Perhaps this is why the sound of rain or the murmur of a slow river feels so deeply familiar, as though we are recognizing the very element from which we are made. Tonight, Imagine that small inner sea inside you, calm and dark, lit only by the soft pale light of a sleeping moon. Its surface is still. Its depths are warm. Tiny fish of thought drift slowly through it, glimmering and unhurried. There are no storms tonight. Only the gentle, glassy hush of an inner ocean at its most peaceful hour, rocking you with the slow tide it has been keeping for you since the day you first began to be. The mind delights in small, unexpected joys, the way a child delights in a single bright leaf found on a long walk, a glimpse of a familiar bird outside a window, the taste of warm bread in a quiet kitchen, the sudden gold of a late afternoon light across a wooden floor. These small joys leave little glowing footprints in your inner garden. Some you remember, many you do not. But the footprints remain, soft and luminous, paving the slow paths of your inner world. Tonight, you walk those paths in dream. Each step lights up beneath you with the gentle glow of a small forgotten joy. The whole garden glimmers with the quiet record of every small happiness you have ever known. You did not realize how richly you have been gathering light. Now, gently, that light is your soft lantern home. The mind has a deep, almost ancient love for trees, perhaps because, long ago, our distant ancestors sheltered in their shade, ate their fruits, listened to their leaves whisper in the long evening winds. Even now, the sight of a tree can quiet the inner waters of you, like a hand gently smoothing a rippled pond. Tonight, imagine a slow, kind tree standing somewhere in your inner landscape, perhaps a great old willow by a quiet stream, or an apple tree in a small moonlit orchard. It is rooted deep. It is patient. It has been waiting for you. Step into its soft shade, lay yourself down among its slow, gentle leaves, and let the long, low hum of its old wooden heart sing you into rest. Trees have always been good at this slow holding of tired creatures who finally agree to sleep. The mind also has a soft fondness for fire, not the wild kind, but the small, kind fire that crackles in a fireplace or pools on the wick of a single candle. Something in us settles when we watch flames move slowly, as if remembering 1,000 quiet evenings long ago when fire was the small bright heart of every gathering. Tonight, somewhere in your inner room, a single candle is burning. Its flame is steady. Its light is warm. It throws soft golden shadows on the walls of you. You do not need to tend it. You do not need to keep it from going out. Simply rest in its gentle glow, the way ancient travelers rested in firelight long ago, knowing that the warm pool of light around them was, for that one peaceful hour, all the safety in the whole wide, sleeping world. The mind is, in many ways, a small inner sky, and like any sky, it has its weather. There are bright, clear hours and slow, cloudy ones, occasional rains and golden afternoons. None of the weather is ever truly wrong. It is simply the natural movement of being a living soul. Tonight, the weather inside you is the softest kind. A low, gentle mist drifts across your inner meadows. The air is warm. The light is silver and dim. There is no rush of wind, no thunder, no urgency of any kind. Just the slow, dreamlike weather of a sleeping inner world. Let yourself drift in it, the way mist drifts in a quiet valley, with no aim and no destination, only the soft hush of being everywhere at once, gentle and unbothered, blanketing the deep blue meadows of your beautiful resting mind. The mind also keeps a quiet love for stars. Even those of us who live in bright cities still feel, somewhere deep within, the slow tug of constellations we cannot see. Perhaps because every human who ever lived has, at some point, looked up into a dark sky and felt the same soft wonder we feel now. Tonight, Imagine yourself lying in a meadow of moonlit grass, your inner sky stretched wide above you, glittering with countless gentle stars. Each star is a small, kind thought. Each constellation is a memory you have loved. There is no need to name any of them. Simply lie back, in your imagination, and let the slow turning of that inner sky wheel softly above you, ancient and patient, rocking your tired mind into the great dark cradle of dreams beneath it. There is, within the mind, a soft inner sense of home. It is not always a place. Sometimes it is a particular smell, a particular slant of light, a particular small sound. It is anything that says, gently, you are safe. You are held. You can rest. Tonight, your inner sense of home is very near. It has been waiting for you all day, this soft place inside you that asks for nothing and welcomes everything. Step into it now, the way one steps into a small lamplit kitchen after walking home through a snowy evening. Shake off the cold. Set down whatever you are carrying. Let the warmth find every small chilled corner of you. You are home, in the deepest, softest sense of the word, and the warm kitchen of your own being has saved you a chair by the fire. The mind also has a soft inner kitchen, where the day's experiences are slowly simmered into the gentle broth of memory. While you sleep, this kitchen is quietly at work. The day's flavors blend slowly into a long, warm soup of impressions, soft enough by morning to nourish you again. You do not need to stand watch over the pot. You do not need to stir. The gentle inner cook has been doing this for you every night of your life. She tastes the broth with a wooden spoon, adjusts a little salt, lowers the flame. Soon the kitchen grows quiet, fragrant with what tomorrow will become. And you, in another room of yourself, are already curled in soft blankets, drifting towards sleep, while the slow, kind cooking of dreams fills the warm air of your sleeping inner home. The mind has a way of softening regrets while you sleep. The small things you wish you had said or done, the little wrinkles in the long fabric of your day, are smoothed by gentle, patient hands in the quiet hours. By morning, much of what felt sharp has been softened into a kind of compassionate distance, the way a stone tossed into a slow river slowly polishes smooth. You do not have to do anything to help this. You only have to rest. Tonight, let your small regrets be set on the bank of the slow inner river. The water knows what to do with them. It always has. By the time you wake, they will be smoother, kinder, and easier to hold. That is one of the great quiet mercies of sleep, an old gift offered each night without ever asking to be earned. The mind has been called the most complex thing in the known universe. And yet, despite this, it knows how to grow utterly simple in moments of peace. In rest, it sets down all its complexities, the way a busy artisan sets down her tools at the end of the day. It does not try to solve anything. It does not try to be clever. It simply becomes a soft, glowing presence, content to drift like a small candle on a still pond. Tonight, your mind is becoming that simple, drifting candle. All the layers and complexities of your day are loosening their grip. There is only the soft point of light, the slow water, the gentle dark around you. Nothing more is asked of you. Nothing more is needed. The simplest version of you is here, and that is more than enough. The mind also keeps a quiet inner room called the imagination of others. With it, you can softly understand what a friend might feel, what a child might wonder, what a stranger across the world might be thinking. This gentle ability is woven through your inner architecture, allowing you to feel companion to creatures you may never meet. Tonight, in this quiet hour, imagine someone you love, somewhere in the gentle distance, perhaps already asleep. Picture them resting peacefully, the soft rise and fall of their breath, the warm hush of their pillow. Send them, with the smallest motion of your inner heart, a soft thread of kind light. It will reach them in its own quiet way, and you, in sending it, will find yourself sinking even deeper into the warm pool of your own loving, beautifully drowsy, slowly closing mind. The mind has a long, sweet love for warmth. Even the smallest warmth, like the touch of a hand or the soft heat of a teacup held between cold fingers, sends quiet messages through your inner kingdom that all is well. Tonight, imagine a gentle warmth resting just over your heart, like a small folded blanket warmed by the sun. Feel it spreading slowly outward, softening each muscle it meets. It moves down through your shoulders, your arms, your fingers. It moves down through your chest, your belly, your hips. It moves down through your legs and into the soles of your feet. By the time it reaches your toes, all of you is wrapped in a quiet golden warmth, and your mind, soothed and satisfied, sinks even further into the soft, candle-lit cellar of sleep. There are small, slow waves in your sleeping mind called sleep spindles, like tiny silver bursts of stitching that knit your memories into place. They appear most often in the gentle stage just before deep sleep, working softly through the night like a patient seamstress in lamplight. You cannot feel her at her work, but her hands are kind. She is mending small frayed threads. She is tucking new memories into the long quilt of your life. She does this for you every night, faithfully, without asking for anything in return. Tonight, let her do her work. You only have to rest beneath the long quilt while she stitches it more beautifully around you. Each small stitch is another gift, another quiet act of love from the inner caretaker who has tended your life since the very beginning. The mind also has its own dreaming color palette. Some dreams come in soft pastels, others in deep moonlit blues, others in warm honey golds. The colors of dreams are different from the colors of waking, softer and stranger, as though painted with watercolors made from memory itself. Tonight, the painter of your dreams is already mixing tonight's colors on her quiet palette. Perhaps tonight will be a deep velvet indigo, sprinkled with small golden stars. Perhaps a lavender meadow at twilight, rolling gently into mist. Perhaps the soft silvers and pearl grays of an old forgotten morning by the sea. You do not have to choose. The painter knows what tonight needs. Let her work begin, and let yourself drift into the wide canvas of her softly opening dream, where every color is exactly the one your heart wished for. The mind keeps small, faithful companions throughout your life, even when you do not know they are there. Old songs you have not heard in years, small phrases someone said to you long ago, soft images from books you loved as a child. They live quietly inside you, like patient friends in a long, lamp-lit hallway, waiting for the rare moment when you might pass and greet them. Tonight, some of those friends are drawing nearer. They are coming softly, in dream, to sit with you for a little while. You may not recognize them all. You may not remember their names, but you will feel their warmth around your sleeping mind, like old friends gathered around a hearth, watching over you with quiet, unhurried love as you drift even deeper into the warm, candlelit chamber of rest. The mind has the gentle ability to soothe itself with rhythm. The slow tap of fingers on a table, the soft rocking of a chair, the patient sway of a tree in a long evening wind, can all send small, kind signals of safety inward. This is why a child rocks itself to sleep, why a mother sways her baby in her arms, why we so often find peace in steady, slow motion. Tonight, even without movement, the gentle rhythm of your breath does this for you. In and out. In and out. The slow, ancient rocking of being alive. Let it cradle you the way it has cradled every sleeping creature throughout time. The cradle is invisible but real. The rocking is timeless. The lullaby is your own breath, sung softly to itself, gathering you slowly toward the warm, dark heart of sleep. The mind also keeps a small inner library of forgotten things, books we cannot quite remember, but which still gently shape us. Conversations from childhood, faces glimpsed in passing on a street long ago, the colors of a sunset we walked through one quiet evening years ago. We do not remember most of them, and yet, somehow, they are part of us. They are the soft, unseen weight that makes a soul feel rich and full. Tonight, in your dream, you may drift past the spines of some of these forgotten books. You may not open them. You may simply pass them, like someone walking quietly through a tall, dim library at night, and you may feel, without knowing why, that your life has been wider and gentler and lovelier than you sometimes remember in the bright, noisy hours. The mind grows softest in the company of slowness. When the world rushes, it rushes too, sometimes more than it would like. But when the world hushes, when it slows, when it lets one moment last as long as it pleases, the mind begins to truly rest. Tonight is a deeply slow night. The clocks of you are loose. The currents of you are gentle. Each breath takes its own sweet time. Each thought drifts as long as it wishes, before quietly letting go. Slowness is the soft language of rest, and you are becoming fluent in it now, the way one becomes fluent in a beloved old song. Sing yourself this slow song. Let it stretch and stretch, until even time begins to hush, and there is only the long, sweet hush of your beautifully unhurried, deeply resting, gently drifting mind. The mind has a kind of gentle gravity that pulls it towards stories of safety. This is why, even in dreams, you so often find yourself in small, warm rooms, by quiet windows, in soft beds, beside kind companions. The sleeping mind reaches naturally for shelter, the way a small creature reaches naturally for its burrow at dusk. Tonight, your sleeping mind has already chosen its shelter. Perhaps it is a small cottage with a low fire. Perhaps a quiet boat rocking on a calm sea. Perhaps a garden in soft moonlit summer with a swing hanging from an ancient tree. Wherever the shelter is, you are already on your way to it. Each breath carries you nearer to its warm, lamp-lit door, where someone or something gentle waits to welcome you in and tuck you, lovingly, into your dream. The mind has known you longer than anyone else has. It was there in your earliest hours, learning your name. It has been beside you through every quiet moment of your life, the small, bright ones and the soft, difficult ones alike. It has loved you in its own quiet way, this faithful inner companion that no one else has ever shared. Tonight, in this hush, you can almost feel it beside you, like an old friend resting silently nearby. You do not have to speak to it. You do not have to thank it. Just knowing it is here is enough. Let the soft hum of its quiet presence settle around you like a warm blanket, like an old patient cat curled at your feet, like the love of someone who has stayed with you through every gentle hour of your life. The mind has small inner messengers called neurotransmitters, each one carrying a soft word of feeling from one quiet corner of you to another. Some say, be alert, some say, be soothed, some say, be glad. Tonight the soothing messengers are walking the slow corridors of you, lighting small lanterns of quiet as they go. They carry tender words wherever they pass. Rest, they whisper. All is well, you are deeply safe, you cannot see them, but their slow walking changes everything. The whole inner village of you grows quieter, lamps dim, doors close softly. Curtains are drawn against the dark. By the time the messengers have finished their gentle rounds, the entire inner village of you is hushed in candlelight, all of it leaning gently toward the long, sweet hours of sleep that are about to begin. The mind has its own quiet sense of beauty, and it leans naturally toward it, the way a flower leans toward the sun. A gentle face, a soft sound, a slow shape, a kind word, All of these the mind recognizes as beautiful, and it grows quieter in their presence. Tonight, you are surrounded by quiet beauty even if you cannot see it. The soft shape of your pillow, the patient curve of your blanket, the slow round of your own breath, even the simple, faithful weight of your body resting in this quiet hour is its own small kind of beauty. The mind notices all of it. It softens in gratitude. It grows even sleepier in its tender admiration. Let yourself rest inside this gentle beauty, the way a sleepy bird rests inside the soft cathedral of leaves at dusk. The mind sometimes dreams of flying, and this is one of its oldest gifts. Perhaps it is because long ago our ancestors watched birds rise effortlessly into the soft golden air and longed to follow. The longing still lives in us, soft and warm. Tonight you may dream of rising slowly above some gentle landscape, the soft hills below quilted in green and silver, your weight nothing more than the weight of a feather drifting on a kind wind. There is nothing frightening here, only the long, slow loft of being lifted, the gentle currents of air carrying you wherever they please. Trust the wind. It has carried countless dreamers before you, and it knows exactly how to hold you, lightly and tenderly, all through the long, slow night, until the soft dawn comes to set you back down on the warm earth. The mind also dreams of falling, and even this gentle dream is, in its own way, a soft act of trust. To fall in a dream is to let the inner world catch you, again and again, the way a parent's hands catch a small child playing on a sunlit afternoon. Tonight, if any soft falling visits you in dream, let it be like that. Let it be the gentle giving of weight, the soft trust that the dream itself will hold you, will turn you, will carry you onward into something kinder still. The mind has always known how to do this. It has always known how to fall safely into rest, into change, into the long, slow arms of sleep. Trust it tonight. It has caught you faithfully every night of your life, and it will catch you again now, kindly and completely. The mind has been likened to a great gentle ocean, with the small waves of waking life moving over a vast, dark, slow depth below. Most of your inner self lives in that depth, far beneath the busy surface. Tonight, you are sinking into that depth. The little waves of the day are still moving, far above you now, but they no longer touch you. Down here, it is dim and warm and weightless. Old, soft creatures of dream drift slowly past you, glowing faintly like deep-sea lanterns. You do not need to speak to them. You do not need to follow them. Simply float here, in the great quiet depth of yourself, where time slows and thought softens, and everything is held in the same gentle dark. This is the deep inner sea, where the truest part of you has always rested. The mind also keeps quiet sanctuaries for the small loves of your life. The shape of a beloved animal's sleeping face, the sound of a particular voice saying your name, the warm smell of someone you have held close. These small, tender loves live in soft, lamp-lit rooms inside you, kept beautifully by some patient inner caretaker. Tonight, the doors to those rooms are gently open. The lamps inside are burning low and warm. You can feel their soft glow even without entering. Just knowing the rooms are there, just knowing the loves are safe, lets your whole inner being settle into a deeper rest. The little caretaker keeps faithful watch. The lamps will not go out, and you can let yourself drift, knowing that everything you have ever loved is held, lit, and safe inside the warm cottage of you. The mind also tends a quiet flame called hope, which never truly goes out, even on long, difficult nights. It is a small, patient pilot light, deep at the center of you, kept alive by something older than you can name. Tonight, you do not need to think about it. You do not need to coax it or feed it. It is simply there, faithful as the slow inner heartbeat, glowing softly in the deepest hearth of your being. While you sleep, it will warm everything gently from within. Soft strength will gather in your bones. Quiet courage will grow in the slow root of you, the way new green grows in the dark of winter earth, unseen, but already preparing for spring. You do not have to do anything. The flame tends itself, and it tends you, all through the long, sweet night. The mind has a particular love for the in-between hours, the times when the world is neither one thing nor another. The hush just before dawn, the lavender light just after sunset, the slow blue minute between waking and sleeping. These hours feel sacred to the soul, because they are the soft borderlands where transformations happen quietly, almost without being noticed. Tonight, you are in just such a borderland. The world has hushed. The light has softened. The slow blue minute is spreading itself wide, slow as honey on warm bread. There is no rush. You have all the time in the world to step gently across this soft border, from the wide, bright country of waking into the deep, velvet country of sleep. Take your time. The threshold is kind. It is meant exactly for you. The mind also knows that beauty often lives in the smallest things, the way dust glimmers in a sunbeam, the way a single drop of dew gathers a tiny world inside it, the way a moth folds its wings on a quiet windowsill. These tiny beauties are not less than the great ones. In some ways, they are more, because they ask for nothing, and yet they give so much. Tonight, your inner world is full of these tiny beauties, even if you cannot name them. The small warmth of your eyelids resting closed, the soft tick of your slow heartbeat, the faint blooming of a single quiet thought before it gently passes. Each one is a small miracle, small enough to slip easily into sleep. Let them slip in. Let them carry you with them, into the silver country of rest. The mind sometimes wakes briefly during the night, drifting up like a fish to the soft surface of a pond, only to sink again into the warm depths. This is normal, gentle, ancient. Our ancestors slept this way, in two slow halves, with a quiet, wakeful hour between. If you wake at any point tonight, do not be alarmed. It is only your old inner pond breathing once, the way ponds have always breathed. Simply let yourself sink again, knowing the pond is kind, that the warm depths are waiting, that this small wakeful breath is just part of the slow tide. The mind knows what it is doing. It has been sleeping for millions of years. It has carried so many tired souls through every kind of night. It will carry you, too, sweetly and without effort, into the morning. The mind also softens its sense of self while you sleep, the way an old painter softens the edges of a portrait, until it begins to blend with the air around it. While you rest, the strict outlines of who you are loosen gently. You become a softer kind of yourself, the version of you that includes the meadow and the moonlight and the gentle hum of the dreaming world. This is a kind, ancient blurring, an old gift of sleep. Tonight, do not hold tightly to your edges. Let them soften. Let them become part of the warm air. Let your sense of separateness dissolve a little, like sugar in warm tea. You are still here, still safe, still whole. You are only resting your sharp lines and becoming, for these gentle hours, beautifully blurred with the soft world around you. The mind has the gentle gift of repair. While you sleep, small kind workers travel its quiet corridors, polishing tired surfaces, smoothing rough edges, gathering the fine dust of a long day into small soft baskets. By morning, much of you will be quietly mended. You do not see them at their work, but they have been with you every night of your life, faithful as starlight. Tonight, they are already beginning. Listen, with your inner ear, to the soft rustling of their broom whisks, the gentle clink of their small bowls, the low warm hum of their tender chores. The whole inner cottage of you is being lovingly tidied for tomorrow. You may simply lie still, the dearly held soul at the center of all this kindness, while the soft repair of you unfolds, slow and lovingly thorough. The mind also softens pain at night, the way a kind hand smooths a worried brow. Whatever small aches or tendernesses the day has left behind are gently gathered now, held in soft chemical hands, and carried away into the deep blue waters of sleep. You do not need to track them. You do not need to know where they go. Simply let them be lifted, one by one, from the soft surface of your body. Each lifting makes you lighter. Each release allows you to sink another small notch into rest. By the time the night is full, all the small heavinesses you carried into bed will be drifting away in the dark, weightless as dandelion seeds on a quiet breeze, while you sink deeper still into the soft, hushed, gently glowing heart of sleep itself. The mind has a quiet love for poetry, even when it does not know it. Long after you have forgotten the words to a poem, your mind still remembers its slow shape, its soft pauses, its tender music. Tonight, the very rhythm of your breath is a small poem. In and out, soft and slow. The world hushed and the body kind. Each breath is a quiet line. Each pause between breaths is the soft silence that makes the next line beautiful. Your whole being is becoming a slow, kind poem written across the long pages of the night. You do not need to read it. You only need to be it, breath by breath, hush by hush, dream by dream, until you have written yourself, sweetly and unknowingly, into the soft blue book of sleep that the night has gently opened in your lap. The mind has been given many soft names by different peoples across time. Some have called it the soul room, some the inner sky, some the small lit lantern within the bones. Each name is a quiet attempt to describe something that cannot quite be held in language. Tonight, you do not need to name it at all. You only need to feel it, glimmering softly inside you, this old companion that has carried you through every day of your life. It does not need a name to love you. It does not need a name to rest. It is simply here, glowing in the quiet dark, like a small lit candle in the center of an enormous, kind night. Let it glow without a name. Let it rest without effort. Let it carry you, nameless and held, into beautifully gentle sleep. The mind also keeps a quiet record of every kindness you have ever shown to others. Each gentle word, each patient pause, each small offering of warmth has left a small bright thread inside you, woven softly into the great soft tapestry of who you are. Tonight, if you wish, you may imagine those threads glimmering faintly in the dim inner air, each one a tiny line of golden silk. They are the truest map of you, more true than any biography, more lasting than any achievement. They will remain in you long after every other small thing has faded. Let yourself rest inside this gentle map of your kindness tonight. It is, in many ways, the most beautiful thing about you, and it is shining softly all around you now. A soft golden lattice of love, holding you safe. The mind also keeps small inner harbors, soft havens where you can drop anchor when life feels uncertain. They might be a memory of a particular afternoon, or the imagined presence of a loved one, or a familiar piece of music that always brings you home. Tonight, one of these inner harbors is open to you. The water there is calm. The lanterns along the dock are lit. There is a small, soft boat tied gently to the pier, waiting for you. You may step into it, in your imagination, and lie down on its soft cushions and let it rock you slowly under the wide, starry sky. The harbor holds the boat. The boat holds you. The dreaming holds the harbor. and the great soft night holds all of it, kindly and completely. While you slip into sleep, the mind, despite all its complexity, can be quieted by the simplest things: a small candle, a warm cup, a soft cloth folded neatly on a shelf, the order of a quiet room. These tiny, humble things speak to the mind in a language older than logic, a language of safety, of presence, of small kindness given to oneself. Tonight, your room, whatever it looks like, is full of these small, soft signals. Each one whispers, "All is well." The mind hears them. It listens the way an old, gentle dog listens to a beloved voice. It curls itself around the small, kind signals and sighs deeply, sinking into rest. You do not need to do anything more. The small, humble things have done their work, and your mind, gentled and gentled, is already nearly asleep in their soft, warm circle. The mind has, deep within it, a soft echo of every place you have ever been. The hush of certain rooms, the light of certain streets, the smell of certain forests. These inner echoes are like small folded postcards in a wooden drawer, soft to the touch and warm with memory. Tonight, one of these postcards may drift gently to the surface of your dreams. Perhaps an afternoon by a quiet lake, perhaps the slow falling of snow on a familiar street, perhaps the smell of bread in a kitchen you knew as a child. Wherever the postcard takes you, let it. Let yourself walk softly into the small remembered place, like a kind visitor returning home. The memory has been waiting for you. It is glad to see you. It will hold you tenderly through the long, lovely night. The mind also has a soft fondness for repetition. The slow drip of water from an eave, the patient tick of a clock in a quiet room, the hush of breath in and out, in and out. These gentle repetitions feel, to the deeper layers of you, like a beloved lullaby. They tell the body that nothing urgent is happening, that there is time, plenty of time, only time. Tonight, listen to the slow repetition of your breath. Let it be the lullaby it has always wanted to be. Let it sing you slowly into the warm, soft country of sleep, where nothing happens suddenly, where everything moves with the patient grace of moonlight crossing a still floor. The lullaby is yours. It has always been yours. Tonight, it sings you home. The mind has long been a friend of stories about small, kind animals. A sleeping fox curled in soft grass, a quiet owl in the hollow of a great old tree, a small mouse asleep in a velvet-lined teacup forgotten on a windowsill. These soft images are deeply soothing to the dreaming brain, perhaps because they remind us of how naturally rest belongs to every living thing. Tonight, somewhere in your imagination, a small kind animal is sleeping nearby. Perhaps a quiet cat curled at the foot of your bed. Perhaps a small bird tucked into a soft nest above your window. Perhaps a deer asleep in the moonlit meadow just outside your dream. The small, kind creature breathes slowly beside you, and its slow breath joins yours, until both of you are sailing softly into the same long, gentle dream. The mind also gathers wisdom slowly, like a quiet child, gathering smooth stones along a long shore. You may not notice it happening, but with each soft year, each quiet experience, each gentle understanding, your inner pockets grow heavier with kind, smooth stones. By now, you carry many of them, even if you cannot name them. They are the slow, beautiful weight of your one long life. Tonight, you may set the stones down by the side of your sleeping mind. They will still be there in the morning, polished and kind. But for these long hours, you may rest without their weight. Let yourself be light. Let your pockets be empty. Let your sleeping mind be exactly as free as a small breeze drifting across an evening meadow, gentle and unburdened. With nowhere it needs to be, the mind has a particular tenderness for the moments just before sleep, when the world finally agrees to be quiet and slow. These moments are like soft thresholds, places where one country gently becomes another. You are in one such threshold now. The waking country grows dim behind you. The dreaming country opens softly ahead. There is no door, only a slow, gentle blending, like one watercolor flowing into another on damp paper. Take your time crossing. Linger, if you wish, in the soft mist between worlds. There is no hurry here, and no one to ask anything of you. The threshold is kind. The mist is warm. The dreaming country is patient, and it has prepared something lovely for you, somewhere just past the next slow, soft breath. The mind also remembers, somewhere deep within, the long evolutionary lullaby of our ancestors who slept beneath open skies, the slow turning of the stars, the faint crackle of distant fires, the hush of trees moving softly in the wind. Those ancient evenings are part of the slow blueprint of your sleeping brain. Even in a modern room, with modern walls, that old open sky still lives somewhere inside you. Tonight, let yourself feel it. Let the ceiling above you become, in your imagination, a soft, starry dome. Let the air around you grow gentle as a summer evening. Let the slow hush of the night blend with the hush of the distant pines. You are sleeping, in a way, beneath every sky humans have ever slept beneath, in the soft fellowship of countless dreamers. The mind has a beautiful fondness for circles, the round face of a moon, the soft round of a curled animal, the gentle round of breath returning, again and again, to its quiet starting place. Circles feel, to the inner self, like completion, like safety, like home. Tonight, the round of your breath is the most patient circle in your inner world, in and out. A soft round, a small returning, a gentle coming home. With every round of breath, your mind grows quieter. The way ripples on a small pond grow quieter as the wind dies down. Soon the pond becomes a single smooth mirror, holding only stars, and that mirror is your sleeping mind, perfectly still, perfectly held, perfectly reflecting the slow, gentle dance of the night above it. The mind, in deep sleep, gives itself over to something larger than itself. The strict little I that walks around in waking hours softens and dissolves, and a wider, gentler awareness takes its place. This is one of the great quiet gifts of sleep. It returns you, each night, to something vast and unhurried, something kind and patient, something that has been holding you all along. Tonight, let your small self loosen its grip. Let it sink into the larger, softer one. There is no need to defend, no need to plan, no need to manage. Something deeply trustworthy is taking up the watch. You may rest entirely. You may dissolve entirely. You may become, for these long, sweet hours, the soft drifting mist over a moonlit valley, with no thought, no edge, no end. The mind also keeps soft seeds for the future, small, tender hopes folded carefully into its quiet folds. While you sleep, these seeds rest in their dark, warm earth, slowly drinking in the night. By morning, some will have stretched a tiny green shoot toward the light, without your having had to do anything at all. This is one of the silent miracles of being alive, this slow, patient growing of the future inside us. Tonight, you do not need to think about any of your hopes. They are tended by something kinder than your worry, something more patient than your planning. Trust them to the warm, dark. Trust them to the gentle care of your sleeping inner garden. They will grow at their own slow, beautiful pace. Your only task tonight is to rest. The mind has been your faithful companion since the very first moment of your existence, and it will be with you for all the long road ahead. Tonight is only one quiet night in the long, slow conversation between you and it. It has carried you through so many evenings already. It will carry you through so many more. There is nothing to prove tonight, nothing to finish, nothing to figure out. There is only the soft trust between you and your own gentle inner self, a trust as old as your first breath. Lean into that trust now. Sink into it. Let it hold you exactly as you are, the small, tender soul you have always been, drifting slowly into the soft, candlelit, lovingly held country of sleep that the night has, once again, opened just for you. The mind, with all its infinite, quiet possibilities, has gathered you tonight into its softest, most loving hands. Each thought you have ever thought, each kindness you have ever known, each small wonder you have ever held, has been folded into this single gentle hour. There is nothing missing, nothing unfinished. Only the slow, soft, perfectly held now. This quiet moment in which your mind, your body, and the night have all agreed to rest together. Let this last small thought settle softly inside you, like a final leaf landing on a still pond. The ripples spread quietly. The pond grows still again, and in the soft, glassy darkness of your inner waters, the long, sweet country of dreams is opening wide its lovely arms, waiting only for you to step gently inside. And so we come, softly, to the quiet edge of our slow wandering through the boundless country of the human mind. We have walked together through its lamp-lit corridors and its starlit skies, through its small, kind kitchens and its great moonlit oceans. We have visited its gardens and its libraries, its hidden harbors and its old forgotten meadows. And through it all, the mind has been doing what it has always done, holding you gently, faithfully, in the soft cradle of its quiet care. It is a wonder, when you stop to feel it, that something so small in size could hold so much. 3 soft pounds of folded light, and yet within it lives every face you have ever loved, every melody that has ever moved you, every quiet afternoon and every gentle dream. The whole long shape of your life is woven inside it, like silver thread inside a velvet cloth, glimmering quietly even in the dark. And tonight, that great soft cloth has been gently lowered over you, each thread a memory, each shimmer a kindness, each soft pattern the slow blueprint of who you are. You are wrapped in the very fabric of your own being, and it is warm, and it is gentle, and it is yours. The infinite possibilities of the mind do not ask you to choose between them, or chase them, or even understand them. They simply rest inside you, glowing softly like the countless stars of an unmapped sky. You do not need to count the stars. You only need to lie beneath them and feel held by their patient, unhurried light. Some of those inner stars are old, some are very new, some are still waiting to be born inside you in years not yet arrived. All of them shine for you, faithfully, through the long sweet night. And so, as our slow journey draws toward its hush, let the mind soften one last time. Let the lanterns dim. Let the libraries close their gentle doors. Let the great soft oceans settle into the deepest, kindest silence they have known all day. You have done so beautifully. You have followed the soft path with such gentle patience. The country of your own mind has welcomed you back as it has welcomed you every night of your life, with open, lamp-lit arms. And now, sweet dreamer, the long, quiet hours of true rest are opening their arms to you. The world outside has hushed itself into a soft velvet stillness. The stars are at their work above the rooftops, faithful and unhurried. The moon, somewhere, is doing what she has always done, watching gently over every sleeping creature on the slow-turning earth. And you are among them now, beloved and held. Let your breath grow even softer. Let your body sink another small, kind notch into the warm cradle of your bed. Let your thoughts grow as light as feathers drifting in still air, and let them, one by one, settle wherever they wish to settle. There is nothing more to gather, nothing more to carry, nothing more to be tonight, except gently, beautifully, completely at rest. If you found peace in our slow wandering tonight, you are warmly welcome to return on another quiet evening. There will always be a soft lantern lit for you here, another long winding path through the gentle country of calm and wonder. A small touch of the like button helps these slow stories find other tired souls searching for their own soft hour. And if you wish to drift back this way again, you are welcome to subscribe, so that we may meet here once more, in some other quiet hour, beneath some other patient star. But for now, none of that matters at all. There is only this hush, only your breath, only the slow, dreaming hush of your beautiful mind, drifting into its long, sweet rest. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you should be. The lanterns inside you are dimming. The small kind workers of your inner cottage are finishing their last gentle chores. The great soft cloth of your dreaming life is being drawn over you with infinite tenderness. The night is wide and warm and patient, and it has saved this moment, just this one quiet moment, only for you. So close your eyes one last sweet time. Let the slow tide carry you out. Let the soft hush hold you. Let the gentle stars of your own boundless inner sky shine quietly above you as you sail, peacefully and beautifully, into the long, dreaming country of sleep. Good night and sleep deeply.